and Jubal's second date update.
I'm excited to do today's second date update. For once to actually talk to somebody on my level.
Whoa.
Cody on the phone right now, he described himself in his email as a former athlete. So from one former athlete to another, what's up, Cody? How are you?
Oh, my good Lord.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Not bad, man. Thanks for your email. Thanks for doing a second date update. What sport are you a former athlete in?
I used to play baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
sweet.
Me too. I played t-ball once
Do you,
before I quit.
Cody, do you always describe yourself that way?
It wasn't like his whole email was about how he was an athlete. It was just
you
a
made
part.
It sound
calling
like,
himself.
Yeah.
And by the way, I went on a date. But
No.
let me tell you about my former career.
He just mentioned it in his email, and I was like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool." You know,
It's not on my business card.
Okay.
he calls himself former athlete Cody.
Yeah.
That's his full name. So you want us to call a girl named Jennifer today? Tell us a little bit about her.
She was a friend of some friends. We had a little kind of blind date, and I think it went really well, and I'm just trying to get a hold of her.
What'd you guys do?
Oh, well, we went out to this bar. I tried not to go to any, dinky little sports bar. We went somewhere a little bit nicer, had some really good food, just a little, kind of small plates, a little variety of stuff.
Anytime I've been set up through friends, I've always been like, really? You guys think I would like this person? It's always the worst date. So you actually enjoyed it?
Yeah, I mean, my friends, they have pretty good taste. I mean, Jennifer, I got to say, she looked really good. She's very pretty, petite, small, which is kind of the type of girl that I really like to go for, and just had a great smile.
How big are you, Cody? That's a
How
weird.
big am I?
Are you? You
Are
said,
you my type or?
yeah. Are you strapping with large shoulders? I hope so.
You are a former
Because I like
athlete.
your voice. I tell you that right now. I meant just because you said she's petite and little, and you're a former athlete. So are you a big dude?
I'm about 6 foot.
Okay, and you
I still work out, but I wasn't a football player or rugby player or anything.
Yeah.
Can I get you to email some pics? I'm still not tracking with what you're saying there, Cody. So what else about the date? Anything interesting?
We went Dutch on it, and she seemed pretty cool about that.
Why did you decide to do that?
I don't know. I brought it up. I was like, "Do you want me to pay?" And she's like, it seemed like a first date. There's no obligation or anything. I don't want to feel like she felt like she had to, do anything in return. It was just very kind of even down the middle.
Do you think splitting the check with her is the reason that she's not calling you back?
I mean, it could be.
It is even when I go out with my girlfriends, I always offer to pay.
Mm-hmm. And you just
And
hope
then-
that no one says
Yeah,
yes.
but then it can also anger
Exactly.
women if you don't offer. So I think you did a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to seem like a cheapskate or anything either.
Yeah, I usually
I
just
think
let her pay. And I know she's usually just reaching for a card as of a courtesy, just not to seem like she's expecting you to pay. I just let him do it. And I'm just like, oh, sweet. I'm used to paying on first dates. Nice. This is refreshing.
Did it get awkward after you had the conversation about who was going to pay? Because that's kind of a weird thing to even talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it felt like we kind of ran out of things to talk about. I kind of wanted to try to hint towards, what you might want to do again if you want to go see a game or something.
You asking to go to a game, was that a good opportunity to drop in the fact that, hey, I used to play baseball? And
Oh.
Well, it doesn't hurt to say, I kind of had like an inside.
I hope you did, Cody.
why not?
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
should do.
It's something cool.
Yeah, if I was any sort of athlete and I had played at a collegiate level or a pro level, I would be dropping that every chance I got.
Did you play after high school, Cody?
I played in college, and then I tore my ACL.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's tough.
And how did it end with her? Did you get a kiss at least?
We had a hug at the end of the date instead of like a kiss or anything. So I don't want to seem too forward, and that's kind of what she kind of wanted. So
That's
Well,
not.
it's
That's
not
never a
terrible,
good sign.
But yeah.
But she did say she wants to see you again. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
I called. I left a couple messages for her, and then I just emailed her. Her friends gave me her email, but she hasn't responded to anything.
Okay, Cody, we're gonna play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update. Okay?
Okay.
All right, man. Hang on.
All right, thanks.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Cody. Here we go. Are you about ready to call Jennifer and see why she doesn't want to go out with you again?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Cody wants us to call Jennifer. They were set up through friends. went on a date to a high-class upscale bar, shared some food and some drinks. He thinks the reason that she's not calling him back is because he split the bill with her at the end. That's the only thing that you can think of, right, Cody?
Yeah, I think we had a really good connection, and whatever it was that might have turned her off, I think I can convince her that I'm worth,
Whatever
having
it
a
is.
second chance with.
If she wants you to pay for everything from here on out, are you still going to pursue it?
Yeah, I mean, I can afford it.
Okay.
I'm just kind of bummed that I can't get a hold of her just to even, plead my case.
All right, well, we'll call her, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update. Here we go, man.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Jennifer.
This is Jennifer.
Jennifer, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because I want you to be a guest on our show.
Uh-huh.
She must listen since she sounds so hesitant
Yeah.
about that statement.
Would love to have you in a segment on our show.
You want to explain
Yeah.
a little more?
I would love to. It's called the second date update. Have you heard it?
Oh, well, I've heard of it, but I haven't actually heard it.
Oh, this is a perfect way to introduce you to that segment then, because you are the guest of honor for the second date update today.
Okay.
What that means is that you recently went out on a date with someone who listens to our show. They emailed us and asked us to call you because you've been blowing them off.
Oh.
Now I know what the second date update is about.
I remember.
His name is Cody.
Uh-huh.
Did you like Cody?
Yeah, I mean, he's really cute.
Okay.
That is so bad. Don't ever start it with an if you really like someone.
So you have not been calling Cody back. He's tried to get a hold of you a couple times. He's called. He even told us that he emailed you.
Yeah, I sent a few emails.
Okay, so here's how the second date update works. We ask you why. Is there a reason that you didn't want to go out with Cody?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to hurt the guy's feelings. Like, he seems like a nice guy, and I don't want to say anything bad.
Right. How about this? I'll tell you what he told us, and then you tell me if you have the same story, okay?
Okay.
Okay, he said you were set up through friends.
Yeah.
He said you guys went to a bar.
Uh-huh.
You ate and had some drinks, then ended up splitting the check.
Yep.
He said at the end of the night, you told him you would think about going out again or you'd like to go out again, and then haven't called him back. That's all he told us.
Yeah.
Was it the splitting the check thing? Because he feels like that's probably what did it.
I don't care about that. I mean, that was like, I was happy to, I would have paid for the whole thing just to get out of there.
It was that
It
bad?
was that bad?
He was weird about it. Like, had he just said, well, what do you want to do? Should we split this? Should we, it would have been fine.
It sounded like he had an awkward conversation with you about it.
Yeah, he made it weird. He's weird. He's
weird.
He kept talking about how he used to be an athlete and he's not anymore, and he can't work out, and am I what he expected? And
Oh, gosh.
just talk about like what
Did he
he
actually-
be able to do.
Did he use the line, "Am I what you expected"?
Yes, yeah, oh totally.
Did it just...
It was weird.
There's
like,
two
he
ways.
was so insecure, and I was like, and I kept having to reassure him, like, no, you're really good looking.
Yeah.
I can't tell that you don't work out.
Yeah.
And then he ordered like a bunch of different like appetizer plates for us to eat.
Okay.
And he ordered this cheese thing. But I told him, I was like, I can't eat cheese. I can eat anything else. But if you order the cheese, it's all on you, because I'm lactose intolerant, and I just didn't want to deal with it. And I thought that would be the end of it. But he ordered the cheese, and then he kept saying, I'm not mad that you're not eating the cheese, but can you just have some?
So he
Nothing
was insecure about his cheese consumption on top of everything else?
There was something in his head that he thought, like, ahead of time, that we were going to be eating cheese, for sure. And then when that didn't happen, his whole world was blown away.
You have to eat the cheese. Just look at me, Jennifer. Shut up and eat your cheese.
At a certain point, it just was so much work. Like, all I remember is, I'm not mad you're not eating cheese. My knees. My ACL.
All right.
ACL.
So, Jennifer, thank you for doing the second date update. I appreciate it. It sounds like you just found Cody kind of obnoxious altogether.
I mean, he's probably a really nice guy. He's just not, I mean, I can't do it again.
What would you say to Cody if you could say anything to him right now?
Can I swear? I can't swear on the radio.
Sure. No, you can swear.
I can swear?
Yeah. I'll beep
Okay,
it out.
Chill the out.
Okay, Jennifer.
It's a clear message,
Now,
Jennifer.
how about you actually say that to Cody because he's listening on the other line and heard you just say to chill the out.
Was I really that annoying?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, the
Wow.
truth
I'm sorry.
hurts.
I'm sorry. It was so, I don't think I talked about myself at all. We talked about, like, injuries, icing things, elevating.
Well, you seemed interested in it, so I thought I would just keep going. And seriously, yeah, I'm not mad about the cheese. I just thought you would really like it, and I thought you should try it. I'm not mad or anything about you not eating it. It's just really good.
It's not that I didn't want to try it. It's just I can't. If I eat, like, I can't digest dairy. Do you know what I mean? Like, just Google what lactose intolerance is.
She doesn't want to say, but
Don't click on images.
Cody,
Do
yeah,
not click on
you
images.
don't want her eating cheese. Cody, do you feel like you talked about yourself too much?
Maybe I do, but now that I'm aware of it, I can try to not do that. I'll talk. Now we'll have a date about Jennifer.
A Jennifer date. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Jennifer?
I mean, our friends thought we had a lot in common, so
Yeah.
I really liked you, and I think cheese aside, I think we could really have a lot to talk about, and I think we really could have a good connection.
It's just there were so many weird things that I don't know if I can get past it.
All right, so maybe I was a little nervous. That might have affected it. I just really wanted it to work out. But now I think now that this has all happened, I think we'll have lots to laugh about,
He tried to start the laughter.
Jennifer, would you like to go on a second date with Cody? We will pay for it. Give him one more shot. See if he can tone it down a little bit.
Oh, it's all about you.
It'll be all about Jennifer.
That sounds like a cool
See,
date.
he made you laugh right there, Jennifer.
Oh.
Well, this is so weird. You guys, you're calling me from the radio.
We're
and
peer pressuring you into this date is what's happening,
Yeah,
Jennifer.
come on.
See if he can not annoy the hell out of you.
Oh.
We'll give it a shot.
Yes.
You'll go out one more time with Cody.
You ask her lots of questions about herself.
I'll have a list.
Have a list of...
No,
That's a
see,
little
no,
awkward.
no.
I'm kidding. Jeez.
a list of interview questions ready. Can't wait to send you guys out to the dairy farm to spend the day.
Beautiful.
It'll be so much fun.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Lillian is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Drew. So in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and possibly get her a second date if she still wants one. But first, Lillian, how long has it been since you heard from old Drew?
Since our date, I haven't heard from him since then. And
how long is that?
Well, that was about like 5 or 6 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is that I think I almost killed him. Well, not dramatically, but still, there was like a shrimp element involved.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is embarrassing, but we were at this amazing Thai restaurant, right? When we got there, our legs grazed under the table, and we kind of stayed touching, which was a really good sign. Like, I immediately felt like we were vibing, and we had really, really good energy, and he was totally into me.
Okay.
So when the waitress came over, I don't know, I just was trying to be bold, and I wanted to show him I'm the kind of girl that can make a decision about her order and about her life and everything. So I ordered the pad thai with shrimp, and I didn't really think anything of it. And so the waitress brings it out, and Drew freezes, full body stiffness. It was so uncomfortable. Apparently he is deathly allergic to shellfish. And I'm just sitting there this is so good. Practically slurping up shrimp juice across the table from him.
What a visual.
Yeah. It was so embarrassing, so cringe. And he didn't tell me this until we were like really far into the dinner that he was allergic to shellfish, and like not just regularly allergic, like definitely allergic. Like there was no way a kiss could even happen at the end.
Like you couldn't even
said,
touch, like one of those where if you touch your lips, he'd, go into shock or something.
Yeah. And like he was like, oh, like I can't kiss you, and not like in a flirty way, and like if we accidentally graze our lips together, he will need like his EpiPen kind of way.
Oh, wow. Why didn't he tell you this? Like that sounds so silly.
Know. I mean, I just wish he would have told me earlier. Like, I definitely would have ordered something different. I could have gone with like chicken or tofu, even like something different. But he didn't really let me know, so I'm just panicking a little bit.
So, is that why you think that he's ghosting you, or did something else happen?
I mean, what else could it be? I feel like we had such a good time. We really hit it off. I practically turned myself into a biohazard for him. So, I mean, there was no way it was going to work out. I did text him like immediately afterwards. And I said, like, I wish you would have told me sooner. Like, again, like I would have happy to go with chicken or tofu. And so I texted him right then after the date. And then it's just been radio silence ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you then.
Okay. I will say this morning I did send him a text, which is, again, so cringe, but in case he brings it up, like I sent him a text and I was like, okay, I'm going to be funny about this. Like, so I sent him like a picture, like a selfie, and I had like kind of hot and I like lost my lips up and I was saying like, look, no shrimp, like trying to be funny about it, and it's still nothing. So I just, yeah.
All right.
Really, really, really very embarrassing and cringe.
When you put yourself out there looking hot and then you still get left on red, that's infuriating.
Yeah, but I'm also mostly embarrassed.
We'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
Okay, great.
All right, we'll get your first date follow-up right after this.
Hey, it's us, the Jonas Brothers, and guess what? We have some big news.
What's the news, Nick?
Huge news. We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
Pretty wide range of podcasts that are out there. But this one's extra special.
So how did we actually come up with the name Hey Jonas, guys? I honestly don't remember.
I think it was on a call about what we should call it, and
we were thinking originally calling it one of the early names of our band before Jonas Brothers.
This is how you guys remember it going down?
Yes.
I have a very different memory of this. We were talking about a bit for the podcast where people could call in and say, Hey Jonas. And then I wrote down on my little notepad, Hey Jonas, and offered it up as a potential title for the podcast. But thanks for remembering that, guys.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
Mainstream media is full of cruel depictions of the unhoused. Stories that shame and blame and paint the unhoused as a monolith. We the Unhoused is the podcast that's changing that. I'm Theo Henderson, creator and host. And for years, I've created a space where the unhoused and their advocates can tell their own stories. In the last few months alone, I've interviewed unhoused parents, immigrants, mutual aid organizers, veterans, the LGBTQIA+ community, and the policymakers who make the laws that impact the unhoused existence. We the Unhoused is a 2-time Webby and Signal Award-winning show with many exciting guests on the horizon. Tune in this week for my interview with Dr. Jill Wicherick, a street doctor turned influencer whose work with the unhoused community has made a huge impact online and in her community. Listen to We the Unhoused on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
June is Black Music Month, and on the Drink Champs podcast, we're speaking with the hottest names in the culture, like Sway Lee.
Do you realize how legendary you are?
I appreciate that. I be seeing it, but I'm like, man, I still got like so much more to do. Like Prince, he dropped like 30 albums. We dropped like 5 right now. Like, that's the rate we gotta be going.
Yeah, that's a good attitude.
You'll also hear stories from industry legends and hip-hop pioneers like Fab Five Freddy.
I directed one of Nas's early videos.
Which one?
One Love.
Wow.
Yes. I literally filmed in his apartment in Queensbridge.
Wow,
His moms was still up in that apartment. Nas was just beginning to take off. His pops used to live near me in Harlem. His dad introduced him to a whole lot of, conscious stuff, and he made a young prodigy.
No matter the era, Drink Champs brings you the biggest names and the most unfiltered conversations. Listen to Drink Champs from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Right in the middle of your first date follow-up. Sound like a Irish sort of leprechaun-ish.
I did a little bit.
Yeah. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up.
I like it that way.
Lillian is on the phone today, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Drew, so we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her a second date. But first, Lillian, why don't you break down your situation for us again real quick?
Yeah, okay, so I went on a date with Drew, like we were totally vibing, and I ordered shrimp pad thai for dinner, and as I'm like deep into our meal, I found out he's like deathly allergic to shellfish, so I essentially like made myself a human biohazard, and at the end of the night, he was like, I like can't kiss you, won't kiss you, like I will need my EpiPen, and I was so embarrassed, and I like texted him afterwards and everything, and I just have not heard anything from him. And so I feel like that's got to be why I'm getting ghosted. But like we were vibing before that.
All right. You ready for us to call him?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Drew, please?
This is Drew.
Hey, Drew, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Drew. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And I'm Jubal. Have you ever heard of the show before?
Yeah, on the radio. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, we're calling you today because we got an email about you.
Oh, what was it about?
Well, it was about what a stunning lad you are. Are you a stunning lad? Do you consider yourself stunning and a lad?
That's true.
Yeah, I'd use both of those words. Take it.
Well, we do a segment on the show called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you're going out on a date with somebody and you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting. And we got an email about you from someone that you're ghosting. Do you know who that would be?
Okay. This is about Lillian, isn't it?
Are you ghosting Lillian?
I mean, yes. Yeah, I am.
Yep. It is about Lillian. Lillian emailed us and told us about your date, and she's confused. She wants to know why you're not calling her back. Do you mind telling us?
Yeah, I mean, well, I ghosted her because she literally outsourced the entire date to ChatGPT.
What does that mean?
I mean, like any single question, what are we going to eat? Any conversation topics, literally any single thing that she could have possibly had a human moment with me with, she had to refer to ChatGPT first.
Did she tell you she was doing that, or she just was like, hold on a second?
Yeah, no, I'm watching it in real time. Like, I couldn't believe it myself.
So she was literally hop on ChatGPT while you were on the date and ask it stuff to do?
Yeah, it was like she had the phone and would talk into it before talking to me, and I'm kind of just staring at her dumbfounded, like, is this actually happening right now?
Yeah.
Wait, Drew. Okay, I'm here. Sorry, spoiler. I'm here.
Drew, Lillian is on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Drew, that doesn't even make sense. First of all, I'm so glad you're alive. Like, thanks for messaging me back. Like, I felt super awful because I didn't know about the allergy, and I would have never ordered shrimp if I knew. I would have just gone like vegan or something, or eaten a freaking napkin. So I'm just like kind of surprised now by what you're saying.
Well, first of all, yeah, I am alive, and I wasn't offended. You know, if you're hungry and want to eat shrimp, like I don't have a problem with that. You know, but the ChatGPT stuff was truly way too much. I mean, I've never experienced someone having to have like an assistant interact with another human being before. It was insane.
You said, I said to you, like, this one's a good one from ChatGPT, and it was a great question, and you agreed. Like, it was a really good question. It was, if you could be the AI assistant to any villain in history, who would it be? And you really liked that one. So now it feels like you're kind of turning that on me.
Well, I mean, yes, it was a good question, but that wasn't your question. You asked AI. I can't even believe that is something that you would even do. Like, you need permission to blink or something. Like, you're asking AI instead of just having a human moment.
Well, I thought I was being thoughtful, and I like using. First of all, you work in AI. I thought that was thoughtful about what you do, and that was showing you that I care about things. And I also just really like ChatGPT. Like, why would we not use it to prompt it? It's like having a really smart friend who doesn't interrupt you and helps you.
Yeah, I mean, I do work in AI, but I also like the women that I'm going on dates with to have their own thoughts, you know?
Wow. Condescending much, Drew? That's really condescending. I do have my own thoughts. I just happen to cross-check them with AI sometimes. It's called critical thinking.
You asked it if I look more like a Drew or a Trevor.
Did you really? What did it say?
It was half a joke. Oh my gosh, it was just a joke.
Yeah.
You know what? You never even got to know me. You never bothered really to get to know me. So you went on to ask ChatGPT to recommend a shampoo that was good for men with thick hair but may start thinning. Like, why did you think that was a good idea? Drew, I was really attracted to you, and I wanted to be cute.
Drew, you asked ChatGPT about your possibly thinning hair at some point during the date?
Yes.
I mean, listen, I had to kind of, like, if all we're doing is talking through ChatGPT, I try to throw a bone, but, you know, I mean, men's hair loss is a big thing. I recognize that's something that's happening to me, you know?
Okay.
Being vulnerable a little bit.
So were both of you guys just playing with ChatGPT the whole time?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, were you passing the phone back and forth?
No, we were talking and asking it funny questions and things like that. Again, I thought we were connecting over something that we mutually had in common. You sure as heck weren't asking me any of those questions. Listen, Drew, I was really attracted to you, and I wanted to be cute and funny, and I wanted to add value to the date. Ultimately, if you give me another chance, I will already know what questions I'm going to ask you and not bring out chat at all. I also won't order any shrimp, okay?
Drew, do you want to go out with Lillian again? We'll pay for it.
No, I don't think so. How do I know she's even going to use? She probably used the ChatGPT right before going out on the date. Like, listen, Lillian, you're truly beautiful. I just can't be with somebody who can't think for themselves. I'm so sorry.
That's totally fine. For the record, Drew, ChatGPT said you weren't emotionally available anyways.
Jubal's first date follow-up. #1 hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold-out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
You know, Steve Carell is a great singer.
Can he tell you not to audition for The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months.
We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest.
We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes.
Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
When we do these second date updates, I'm always interested in hearing the story of the date and what happened and why people think they might not be getting a call back. But actually today, I think I'm more interested in hearing about all the other failed dates that this person has been on.
Oh, the list is that long. It's always so sad.
We got an email from Jackie. She wants to do a second date update today. She's kind of back on the dating scene, I guess, after getting divorced and stuff like that. But she says that she's been dating a little bit and she's had a bunch of weird experiences. So, Jackie, can we actually talk about the weird experiences instead of the person that you want to talk about?
Oh, no, I'd rather not, really.
Oh my God. I hear from single people that listening to these are often just depressing because they're like, this is what the dating scene is. Great.
Yeah, it's so depressing. I mean, the guys that are out there are so weird. The first date I went out on, he wouldn't stop smelling my hair for like the first hour of the date. I was like, what are you doing? You know, like some personal space, please.
Like he just
It's weird.
He just sat there smelling your hair?
Yes, it was freaky. It was like, you know,
I don't know.
even know you.
Sounds like a normal date to me, Jackie. I think you are just out of touch. So your email said
Maybe.
your email said you haven't been dating in a long time because you went through divorce and all that kind of stuff. How long has it been since you've been out in the dating world?
Oh my gosh, probably 15 years.
Wow.
Oh, that's a while. That's a while. That's probably kind of
Yeah.
scary getting back in the game, you know?
Yeah, it really is. It's really kind of bizarre, and I feel like, you know, like I'm a kid all over again, and, you know, that's not a good thing.
But the guy that you want to call today, his name's John?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so this was a positive experience for you.
Yes, finally I met this guy. He was so cute and tall and beautiful eyes and great smile and sense of humor, and told him about my kids. He seemed totally cool with that. Wow. We had this wonderful night and ended with this fabulous, passionate kiss, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, finally a good one. And then I never heard from him.
Can I ask you, where did you meet him?
I met him online, but I feel kind of weird about even saying that. It's like, I'm kind of ashamed even to admit that, but I don't know where else to meet people. I mean,
Hey, that's where everybody meets
Yes.
people now. I mean, you have to sift through the hair sniffers and the other weird people. But you've done that and clearly met somebody that you liked. What did you guys do?
he took me dancing, and I haven't been out dancing in I don't know how long, but we just had a blast.
Are we talking like grinding, or are we talking like ballroom dancing?
No, we went to a club, and
Okay.
you know, they had music of all different genres and stuff. So it wasn't like, I don't know, rap music that you can't really dance to. It was like fun music, and we just had such a blast together. We had a really good time.
Okay, why do you think he's not calling you back if you had such a great time?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, what? I know I've been out of this whole thing for a while. I don't know how it all works. Are you supposed to wait 3 weeks before you call someone back? I don't know. I mean, I never understood guys when I was a kid. I don't understand them now either. I'll forget it.
All
right. And what are you looking for? Like when you're out dating, if you were to go on a second date with John, are you hoping that it would turn into a relationship, or are you just looking to have some fun?
Well, I think I would like a relationship again, I mean, I wouldn't take it super fast. I think I would want to take it kind of slow and kind of get to know the person pretty well before I got involved after having such a disaster with my first husband. But, yeah, I'd like to meet someone. I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. My kids are going to grow up, and then what? I'll be all by myself.
Did he know about the kids before you guys went out?
Yes.
He did, okay.
On my profile, it's very, I made sure that people knew that because I know that could be a problem, and maybe it is, and he was just being nice about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, how did that conversation go when you talked about your kids?
He seemed fine with it. I mean, he's never been married before. He doesn't have any kids of his own, but he had some nephews and nieces, and he seemed like he really liked hanging out with them and playing with them and stuff. So
That's not bad, because you bring up kids with me on a date, and it's like a hole through the wall like a cartoon character. I bust out of there so quickly. Some guys are like that,
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Right, exactly.
But you wouldn't go on a date with somebody who had it on their profile to begin with.
Well, it depends on what you look like.
You're such an awful person.
Okay, so how many times have you tried to get a hold of him since you've gone out?
I texted him the next day to say, thanks for such a great night out. Look forward to seeing you again. And then I think I called him like 2 or 3 days later, but that was it. I don't want to be like a stalker, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to call him? Is he supposed to call me? I don't know.
Has he said anything back to you at all?
No, it was silence, like crickets. Nothing.
And you can't think of one thing that was awkward.
The only thing I can think of is that he's like a little bit younger than me.
And by a little, you mean?
Well, like 12 years.
Oh.
He's 12 years old?
Way to go, girl.
You say he's...
No, and I would not be saying way to go if he
Oh,
was 12.
12 years younger. Okay, I just heard 12 years. I was like, wait a second, Jackie, you're doing this wrong. All right, so that could
not allowed to use the phone.
Yeah. That could maybe possibly be a thing, though, to be 12 years younger than somebody. Some people might care about that.
Yeah, I guess 12 years might be kind of a lot for some people, but he seemed to be okay with it. And I put my age out there. I was very, honest on my profile. I know a lot of people, put a lot of garbage up there and lie and all that, but I was really honest, and people tell me I look a lot younger than my age, and and because all my information was out there, he knew what he was getting into. It wasn't like I showed up and it was a surprise, right?
Unless he was like, I don't know, maybe giving it a try for the first time and then noticed that, we actually don't have anything in common.
No, maybe. I thought guys like the cougar thing. I don't know.
I like you.
Well, we'll find out. We'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Jackie is on the phone, and she wants to call a guy named John today. They met online. She's had a string of bad dates and apparently has just jumped back into the dating world after getting a divorce and stuff. They went out, danced a little bit, and now he's not calling her back. She has no idea why, except she thinks it could have been because she has 2 kids and maybe that kind of scared him off. Jackie?
Yeah?
You know what I'm thinking might have scared him off?
Oh, no, what?
Your ability to twerk. That's right.
Twerk that out.
Maybe, just maybe, you were dropping it a little too hard on the dance floor, Jackie. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe he doesn't like the way I dance. I don't know.
I can hear it in your voice. You know how to get down, don't you?
Twerker, bro.
Yeah.
She's a twerker, bro. Oh my God, that would probably have been shocking for him, seeing that you are 12 years older than he is.
Well, I don't do all those workouts for nothing.
Yeah.
I've been doing that insanity thing for years, trying to keep myself in good shape. So come on.
For you.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number now and see why he's not calling you back, okay?
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is John there?
This is John.
Hey, John, how are you? This is Jubal. I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay. I think I heard of you. What's this about?
Well, I wanted to ask you a few questions if you have a second.
About what?
About your dating life.
That is.
That's weird.
Well, I'll explain. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after the date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why. So you recently went on a date with one of our listeners. Her name is Jackie.
Oh, okay. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
So Jackie told us about your date and said that she actually liked you a lot and wanted to see you again, but she's wondering why you're not answering her phone calls.
She's really great. I just don't think it's going to be right, though.
Is there a particular reason?
It just sometimes you just don't match up. That's all.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that she's 12 years older than you?
No, I knew that. I knew that before we went out. So, and she's really fun. She's really great, and I hope she finds somebody great to be with.
Okay, if she's so great, then why don't you want to go out with her again?
Yeah, it's just I want what's best for her. So.
Do you feel like you guys are looking for different things in life?
Yeah. I think I just want her to really be happy. She deserves that.
It sounds kind of like you're dancing, John. Be honest. Yeah. Is it the age thing? Like, you can tell us the truth.
No. She doesn't even look her age. Actually, she looks great.
So she's great, fun to be around,
beautiful,
gorgeous, yeah,
sounds awful.
And has kids, and you don't mind kids. So everything about her is perfect for you, and that's why you don't want to see her again.
I really like her. I think she's awesome, but I think that in the end, it's not going to work out. So
why?
Wow.
Well, did she tell you that she's divorced too?
Yeah, she did. She told us all that.
Yeah.
And did she tell you about like what her ex-husband's like?
No. She did. We could have gone into that, but I was more concerned with hearing about your date with her, not her ex-husband.
Not rehashing her marital problems.
Yeah.
Well, he's just like he just really has his stuff together. He's this big-time investment banker and very successful, and probably provided a lot for her that I just can't do.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
You realize he was also a bag who she divorced, right? And doesn't like at all.
I don't really know too much of the details of why they got divorced or anything. We didn't really talk that much about that. I just know I'm barely getting my life started. I just started working in public relations, and I'm not going to be able to give her that.
That is so unfair to her, dude. Not only are you saying that, I mean, it just implies that she is looking for someone with money.
No, but it's not even like that at all, though. I'm just talking about that there's a standard of living that people are used to being at, and I can't fit into that for her. I can't give her that. That's real. That's like very real. It's not anything bad about her. In fact, that's what I'm trying to say is I think she's really great, and I want her to have what she should have in life, and I can't give that.
Yeah, but don't you think that maybe she has her own money and her own way of life, and that actually maybe she wasn't reliant on her ex-husband at all?
I don't know about that. I don't think that we're in the same place in our lives. And if you talk to her, can you just tell her I had a really wonderful time with her, and I really want the best for her?
I can do that, but why don't you do it yourself? Because she's actually on the phone listening to this conversation.
What?
Yeah. Jackie?
Hi, John.
Oh.
Listen, I think you're great, and I wish you didn't feel that way because none of that stuff matters to me at all, really.
But it's going to. Look, you're used to a guy that's really put together and has everything kind of figured out, and I'm just getting started, and I'm just kind of figuring out where I fit in life right now. And
No, but I like that about you. I like that you're excited and looking forward to the future and have all kinds of ideas and things. I mean, I've already been there, done that with a guy who's a jerk. I don't need to go down that road again.
you like it now, but in 2 months it's going to be boring to you, and you're going to want more. You're going to want to go out and go on crazy vacations that cost a lot of money that I can't give you.
Oh my God, you are so jumping to conclusions. What are you saying?
I mean, that's where it's headed. Like that's why we went out. I mean, that's where it's going to go eventually, and I can't do it.
Well, really, none of that matters. I just wanted somebody that I could really click with, and I thought we had a great time together.
You like me now, but the thing is you're driving up to meet me in a Mercedes, and I'm driving up to meet you in like a 1999 Toyota. It doesn't match up.
Yeah, but from the sounds of it, you're the only one that's concerned about it. She's not concerned about it.
Yeah, but long term, it's not going to work out.
Nobody said anything about long term. We could just hang out and hook up,
Whoa!
Yeah, girl.
I like
Yeah.
her.
Did you mean hook up in the way that I think you meant hook up, Jackie?
You know what that means, right?
I don't know. I just wanted to have some fun, and I don't want to be that serious.
As you should. You are making up for some lost time.
That's right. That's right. I never said I wanted to get married right now. I don't want anything serious right away. I just want to go and have some fun.
Yeah.
And John, you look like you could be a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, that's different from what I thought.
Yeah, it sounds to me, John, like Jackie is not interested in a long-term thing with you at all. She wants to chew you up and spit you out.
Which would be cool to do.
All right. Well, in that case, would you guys like to go out on a second date? John, we will pay for it.
Oh, man.
You know what? As long as there's no long-term expectations, then hell yeah, I'd love to go out again.
Oh, my gosh.
Does that sound okay with you, Jackie?
Oh, I think I've made my point. That sounds more than okay to me.
All right. Well, congratulations, you two. It's a successful second date update. We'll send you out again.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I can't wait to see you, John. And just like Jubal said, there may be some chewing and there may be some spitting out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I'll date Jackie too. I know there's a lot of young cougar hunters out there right now texting in. You're talking about today's second date update. And if you missed it, this girl Jackie went out with a guy named John, who was a lot younger than her. And she was afraid that the fact that she's divorced with 2 kids could have scared him away. But when we called John, he said he was worried about being able to provide for her and her kids and doesn't think that he would be able to support them in the long run. He's really thinking down the road on the whole thing. She said that his financial status didn't bother her and that long-term commitment didn't matter because she's just looking for fun right now from a younger dude.
All
She's just like, oh, that's so cute that you think that I want that.
Yeah. So John agreed to more hookups as long as she doesn't expect anything more serious.
Sounds like a great
Yeah.
relationship.
In the end, a very successful second date update. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
One of the first things you think about when you take a woman out on a date is, I wonder how many miles she's got put on her tires.
What? Who
Yep.
thinks about that?
Like literally?
Every guy thinks that. And Daryl, who's on the phone for a second date update today, knew exactly how many miles she had on her tires.
I don't understand.
Oh.
Is that an age thing? Like, what does that mean? Sex thing?
Tell you about that in just a second, but first, let's meet Daryl. What's up, Daryl? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing real well. How about you guys?
Not too bad.
I don't know. I think I may have bald tires, but I don't really know what we're talking about.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure your tires are fine.
I don't know. I mean, I'd trust her if she says that her tires have been, put through the mud a few times. I mean, who knows?
What is a tire analogy? It's driving me crazy.
Before we get to the tire thing, Daryl, tell us about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Destiny.
Destiny. All right. And where did you meet Destiny?
We met online. We were going back and forth, and I'm kind of a car guy, so I was talking to her about mine. And then she says, oh, I've actually needed to get my tires rotated for a while. And I'm thinking, okay, this might be a real good time to make this date happen.
Huh?
So, I had a coupon to a shop I know a guy that works at, get our tires rotated. I said, hey, we both can go, but I didn't tell her. I made it a surprise.
Wait, hold up. What was the surprise? The tire rotation or the coupon?
The tire rotation.
Nice. Surprised her with tire rotation for her first date.
Yeah, I mean, because everybody likes chocolate and flowers, cool, but so I thought this might be a good date idea. It's not something basic. It's like, here's something you need. I can take care of you.
And as much free popcorn in the lobby as you'd like.
Was she super excited about getting her tires rotated on your date?
I thought it was going to be a cool surprise, nothing too big. But when I told her, she flipped out like she won the lottery.
Okay, so it was a good idea then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I rolled the dice and hit the nail on the head, I guess.
Okay, so was your date just sitting at the shop waiting for her tires to be done?
No. We both dropped our cars off at the same time. So that gave us about an hour, go somewhere nearby and grab something to eat.
When you were first telling me about this, I was like, that's pretty lame. But the more I thought about it, the more genius I feel like it is.
Well, how was the actual date? Like when you guys were getting food together before the tires were done? Was that good?
Yeah, we were eating and it was going really well. It was super nice to actually meet this girl in person.
That's good.
Okay.
And, she kept thanking me for the tire rotation. Of course, I was going to take care of it. She didn't need to know it was with a coupon.
Hey, any way you get your tire rotation paid for is a good way.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a good way to just let her know you date Daryl. I will keep you in tread all the time. Your tread will never be worn down.
I got you.
But how was the conversation and stuff? I mean, other than all that, you feel like you connected with her?
Mostly we just talked about movies. And we talked about the kind of music we like.
Okay.
We also talked about our families. She's got a big family, and I do too. So that's something we were able to relate.
Oh, that's good.
Was there any weird moments?
You know what? Yeah, there was one, but it wasn't. I'm not going to judge her for it. It's not fair.
What could you possibly judge her for?
Well, so we got back to the place. We were a little bit early, so we were standing around. We're waiting for them to finish up, and she picks a cigarette up off the ground. And start smoking it.
Shut up.
Gross.
No, that is something you can judge a person for. What?
That didn't bother you?
Well, it was weird to me, but I don't smoke, so I don't know what that addiction can be like.
Hold up. Was it a pre-smoked cigarette that had been put out, or was it just maybe somebody's random new cigarette fell out of the pack?
From what I saw, pretty sure somebody else gave that cigarette to business.
Okay, so she basically picked up a cigarette butt and then smoked that.
And the thing is, smoking is usually a no-go for a lot of people. Smoking other people's cost cigarettes would be a big no-go for most people.
In her defense, cigarettes are expensive, so
No,
she doesn't want it to go to waste.
I mean, even if you're a smoker, I don't think that that's cool, man.
Really, it was no big deal for me. I mean, I didn't want to judge her on it. It's the first date, you know. We still got a lot of figuring each other out to do.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that's pretty cool and accepting that didn't bother you. I don't know if most people could do that. How did the date end? Did you get a kiss from her dirty mouth?
It is a dirty mouth.
It is a dirty mouth, man.
It's so dirty.
It's true.
Yeah, no. We just kind of ended it, you know, with a nice goodbye. Again, she was like, "Oh, thank you for the tire rotation. You're the best." And I was like, "Oh, gee," you know. We just we ended it with a hug. Yeah, I didn't want to take it too fast or too far and blow the whole thing apart, you know.
So wait, but she's not calling you back, obviously. Are you mad? Do you feel like she used you for tire rotations?
I would if it wasn't a surprise, you know.
Oh, good
That's
point.
right, she didn't know.
Yeah, because she didn't know it was coming. She didn't see it coming. But I am a little like, you know, what happened? It went really well.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't really have any idea why?
No.
Yeah, and that's got to be disturbing because somebody who would pick up a cigarette butt and smoke it and they have some sort of issue with you, I mean, that would hurt. That would hurt me a lot.
She's like,
That-
he didn't
yeah.
pick up any cigarette
Yeah.
butts.
Like, what is wrong with me? All right, Daryl, we'll play a song, then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, sometimes we'll make the joke from time to time in these second date updates that, oh, maybe the person's not calling you back because they're dead.
Yeah.
Well, today I think that could actually be true.
What? Why would she be dead?
Because Daryl, who's on the phone for a second date update today, told us about the woman he went out with. Her name's Destiny. And during their first date, she actually picked up a cigarette butt off the ground, lit it, and smoked it. And I'm assuming she must have contracted something from that and has probably passed away, Daryl. So this could be a very sad phone call. Just getting you prepared for it.
Okay, I hope not.
Yeah, Daryl, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Anyone who's hard enough to do that casually and not think it's a thing, I think can live through anything.
That's true.
Well, you guys are making a big deal out of it. I don't really know how big of a deal it is, but I do, man. I hope she just picks up the phone.
Okay.
Well, just to recap for everybody who might be tuning in right now, Daryl went out with Destiny. They met online. They actually went and got their tires rotated because she said she needed to have it done. He had a coupon. So they dropped their cars off, and then they went to go get something to eat. He said they had a good conversation about what kind of music they like, their family, all that kind of stuff. And then after they went back to the tire shop, that's when she smoked the cigarette butt. But he still said he didn't judge her for it, and she hasn't called him back in a few weeks. So I'm going to call her right now and see if we can get your answer, Daryl. You ready?
I sure am, thanks.
Yeah, this is going to be the weirdest start of a love story if this works out.
And once upon a time.
All right, here we go. I'm dialing the phone number.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Destiny, please?
Speaking. Who's this?
Destiny, what's up? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Jubal from Brooklyn.
No, not from Brooklyn. I wish I was from Brooklyn, though. I
That'd be
like the
cool.
place. But I'm not from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
From Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show?
Yes.
I'm confused. Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
About me?
Yep.
What email about me? What about me?
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can actually email us, and then we'll call that person and see if we can figure out what went wrong. And we got an email about you from a dude named Daryl.
Daryl?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Daryl emailed you about me.
Yes.
Is
he
that a-
said that he liked you a lot, but now you're not calling him back or anything.
He sounded like a really nice guy when we talked to him. He told us about you guys getting your tires rotated.
In the very beginning, I actually thought he was a really cool dude. I mean, we had a pretty decent date. I mean, I got my tires rotated, which is always a plus.
Yeah.
However, it was around after lunch. He did something that was absolutely a deal breaker for me. It was just a no-go.
Really?
So you enjoyed yourself all the way up until that point.
Yep, literally. He did something that's just it's just a deal breaker.
Okay, so what's a deal breaker for you?
He was biting his fingernails. And I cannot stand that. I mean, he was biting them. He was ripping them off with his teeth. It was totally disgusting.
Wait, that's it? That he
no,
was...
that's major. Like, there's germs underneath nails, like the fingernails.
Okay.
You don't know where his hands have been.
You're worried about germs.
Destiny, everybody kind of has like habits that people might think are kind of gross, like biting your fingernails or whatever. You do realize that could sound a little judgy.
I mean, no, that's beyond gross, and it's not judgy. That's just disgusting. That's just the facts of life. There's germs in fingers. Go wash them. Don't have them in your mouth and stop biting your nails. Like, that's, I mean, come on.
Okay.
What?
So it sounds like you don't think you have any sort of bad habits like that somebody else could.
No, I have any bad habits. I'm completely normal. I mean, I don't do anything weird.
Huh.
Okay.
That is really weird that you say that, Destiny.
Some people's weird is not weird to other people.
Or maybe you're just not very self-aware. We all have weird things.
Everyone.
You can't think of one thing that you do that could also be considered disgusting by somebody else.
Nope. Sorry. I'm pretty cool. I don't do anything. I'm good.
You don't bite your fingernails, nothing like that.
No.
You brush your teeth.
All right.
Shower.
Well,
I brush my teeth, acid, do all those things.
I have a habit that a lot of people don't like, Destiny.
What's that?
Sometimes I'll do these phone calls, and the other person will be on the line listening, and then I forget to tell the other person right away. Yeah, you're kind of picking up on what I'm putting down there. Daryl is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Daryl, you there?
Really? We had a cool time. We chilled, got these tires rotated, we ate, and you're like, oh, he bites his fingernails. Nah, like, what? You gotta be kidding me.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Honestly, I mean, you're a cool guy. Everything was good, but that's a no-go. There's so many germs that are on one's hands, and you're just biting away at them. And I consider that completely gross.
So there's so many germs, right, on a hand, but I saw you pick a half-smoked cigarette off of the ground and put that in your mouth and smoke it. I mean, and I was like, okay, well, hey, it's first date, and she's really, really cool. If I stack these up, I can give her a pass on that. But you can't even give me a pass on biting my fingernail?
You can't believe that picking up a cigarette off the ground is more disgusting and more germy than him biting his fingernails?
Yeah, I believe that. I think everybody believes that, right? Are we all on the same page here? It's not equal.
I mean, I don't know about most people, but I do tend to wash my hands.
And not only that, Destiny, he knows where his hands have been. You don't know where that cigarette butt has been or what it's laying in, for God's sakes.
Don't judge me for finding a cigarette and it's been barely used to lighting it up and just smoking it from time to time. That's not fair. It's not fair.
Well, what's not fair is to be like, oh, I pick up I smoke street cigarettes, but some guy who bites his fingernails.
Yeah, Destiny, can you see kind of a double standard on that?
The hypocrisy in it.
All right, let's be real with that, all right? So, yeah, I picked up a cigarette off the ground. But guess what? The nicotine mixed with a little fire, it burns all the germs. There's no germs at all.
What science are you talking about, Destiny?
I haven't heard that before.
I have to stop you on that one.
It's true. I mean, it's completely true. Look it up.
No.
Really.
No.
You have to think about the particular person that was smoking that cigarette. I mean, who had that cigarette in their mouth? That could have been some weirdo drug addict. It could have been some prostitute. And not everything's going to get cooked up because of the nicotine and the fire.
You're an idiot.
What?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to keep going back and forth with it. He's an idiot.
The germs are on the filter. The filter isn't on fire. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, okay, Miss Smarty Pants. Did you go to college or something?
No, I've just smoked a lot of cigarettes in my life, and that is disgusting.
It's definitely more gross than biting fingernails, because you could have told me that.
Yeah, and Destiny, Daryl didn't even judge you for that. A lot of people would see somebody pick a cigarette butt off the ground, smoke it, and then that would be a deal breaker for them. But Daryl was like, okay, maybe I can get past it.
Listen, you guys called me, okay? Obviously, he liked me. He looked past it. I can't look past that. It's a deal breaker, and I'm done.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Well, then I should ask you this, Destiny. I should ask you this then. Would you like to go on a second date with Daryl? We'll pay for it.
Are you serious? No.
Oh my God, Daryl. You can't be sad about this one, right?
To be honest, I mean, I'm a little bummed out because we really connected. And I was like, I'm never really the judgy person. I guess who knew that I went out with the judgy person?
Right?
Hey, Daryl, have fun sticking your fingers in your mouth. I hope you get E. coli poisoning or something.
Oh, my gosh.
At least I'll know where my hands have been.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you for your time, Destiny. Appreciate it.
Oh, my God.
Don't call me ever again, Daryl. Bye.
All right.
Well, that was kind of a nightmare.
Yeah.
And look, yeah, that was, wow, that's not at all how I thought that was going to go.
I don't think any of us thought it was going to go that way.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, Jubal, maybe you guys have any listeners that, like, bite their fingernails or, hey, maybe they're adults and can just say, hey, I'd appreciate if you didn't do that. But I like you as a person, so let's make this work.
And maybe even some that own their own cigarettes. Who knows? Text in 78592 if you want to go out with Daryl. He does chew his fingers, though.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, I'll go out with Daryl. I don't bite my nails, and I don't smoke herpes cigarettes. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Daryl wanted to call a girl named Destiny. They actually went out and got their tires rotated because they met online. They were talking about how she needed her tires rotated. He had a coupon. They did that, and then they hung out for about an hour while that happened. And then before they left, she actually picked a cigarette up off the ground, a cigarette butt, and smoked it. But that wasn't really an issue for him. He was like, it's kind of weird, but cool. He was cool about it. Yeah. We got her on the phone, though, and she didn't want to go out with him again because he bites his nails.
It is so crazy. And
so
he was
backwards.
so forgiving.
And she also said that you can't get any sort of disease or anything else from smoking a cigarette butt that you found because the nicotine and the flame from the fire to light the cigarette kills any bacteria.
That's on the outside of the filter. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I will say I heard that a lot at a younger age when people would smoke, but I think it's a myth. I don't think that's
Of course
really
it is.
true.
I have a friend. We have a good friend who was homeless, and he would pick up used cigarette butts. And you know what he would do? He would take the tobacco out of them and then re-roll a new cigarette with new paper.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's not even a thing for him,
I guess
dude,
if
and
it
he
burned-
doesn't have a house to live
If
in.
it burned all the germs, maybe that cancer thing wouldn't happen.
Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I've only had one experience with somebody who picked up cigarette butts and then lit them and smoked them, and that was the girl I lost my virginity to. Hey, what's up, Michelle?
Wow.
Yep.
Hey,
Shout out to you.
Shout
what
out.
if she was the one that was on the phone with us?
Maybe.
We didn't even know. It's
Who knows?
kismet.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. And welcome back to Brooke and Jubal's expose on the history of the wink. The wink really started catching fire in the 20s when it was the best time to let your gal know that you knew of the closest speakeasy. You'd throw her a wink, and then you guys could go drink all night long at some seedy bar. But it was really the 70s where the wink really caught its stride. And groovy cats were winking at all the foxy ladies, taking them down to the disco to do the hustle and the wink.
Wow, I feel like I've just been schooled.
But sadly, after the 70s, the wink fell on hard times.
Oh, yeah, it did.
And it's sort of been dead since the 90s. But now it's been revived by one man named Ryan, who's on the phone for a second date update right now. And Ryan apparently met the girl he wants to call today because of a wink.
Single-handedly reviving
Yep,
it.
you're reviving the wink, Ryan. Interesting. I didn't know winking still happened.
Oh, yeah. I wink at everyone.
Oh, you wink at everyone. You're just throwing them out there willy-nilly. Like, doesn't matter what they're like. You just wink it away.
It's a bold move.
Oh, no, she winked at me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've winked before, but no, she winked at me.
Oh, wow. A lady bringing the wink back. That's weird, man. I've not heard of anybody meeting through a wink. So tell us about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name is Paige. So we were at a house party, right? And I saw her across the room. She was smiling and laughing with her friends.
Okay.
So then I just casually walked over and I said to her, "Hey,
I saw you winking at me from across the room, which she didn't, but I said it anyway.
Oh, okay. She didn't really wink.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Did she think that was cute, obviously?
Well, no, at first she was kind of weirded out and said, no, I did not wink at you. But then I said, no, let me double check. Let me take a moment and let's reenact this. So I went back across the room and I waited for her to wink again, although she didn't. But I walked across the room again and I said, I'm pretty sure you winked. I'm almost positive. So then she started laughing.
Oh, she did laugh. Okay.
Thought it was
okay.
funny.
I mean,
all right.
basically, when you went across the room, you gave her an out to leave, so she was interested.
Well, at least it worked.
Yeah. So did you guys just hang out that night, or did you go on a date?
So we hung out for about an hour. We just talked about life and our goals and what inspires us. And
wow.
It was really, really cool, yeah.
You guys got deep quick.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising, actually. I didn't expect that, considering how corny my pickup line was.
Yeah, right?
Not bad. So did you guys go out on an actual date?
Well, no. I mean, that was technically, I guess, the first day of hanging out at the party.
Okay, so you've been trying to get her to go out with you again after meeting her at this party, and she is not calling you back, or what?
Well, so it kind of ended a little weird. I asked to call her, and she said yes. But then instead of, like me giving her a kiss on the cheek or, like a hug or some kind of embrace, she just reached out with her hand, basically was signifying a handshake.
Whoa.
And you didn't slap her hand away and be like, no, we kiss over here. And then...
Well, I didn't quite know what to do with that. She just kind of reached out, and I was like, what is she doing? And then I realized it was a handshake, so I kind of just slowly went in and shook her hand.
Oh,
I mean, that is a setting her boundary move, right? Like, that's her letting you know this is where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it was a first for me. I've never had a connection with a girl, and then she wants me to shake her hand.
Otherwise, she seemed interested?
Well, okay, so there was this point in the night where we were conversing. We actually moved rooms because it was really loud in the room we were in, so we had a hard time hearing each other. And we went upstairs just to find a quiet spot just to chat, and we accidentally walked in on some people.
Ooh.
Oh, it sounds like they weren't just people sitting in the room. Like,
and how many people are we talking about that you walked in on?
Look, I'm not going to go into details about that, but let me just say we basically walked in and immediately it was one of those movie moments where we slowly walked out and closed the door slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't belong
I had no idea that Chad could twist in those ways.
Yeah.
Did her demeanor change after that? Did she go from friendly to maybe a little colder or anything?
She definitely felt awkward. And I didn't at first. Of course, that changed once I kind of put two and two together, and she might have thought I was bringing her up there to join them.
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
That's exactly the first thing I thought of when
Seems
you said that.
a little coincidental.
I didn't even know who were the people that were in. I didn't know the people in the room at all.
Right, sure.
Definitely not me.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to
I'm telling you, I'm not lying, man.
Isn't it loud in here? I know a nice
Exactly.
quiet room upstairs. Oh, whoa. Look at what we just walked into.
It did not go down like that. I assure you guys, that was not my intention.
Yeah.
It just was an accident.
It doesn't matter. I mean, that's why you got a handshake. I'm certain of it at this point.
No.
Absolutely.
Great. Man. I really liked this girl. I thought, all the reason to call her again and make this right and clear the air.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Ryan is on the phone with us, and he wants to call a girl named Paige. Ryan, I don't care so much that she's not calling you back. That's not what I'm really focusing on.
What?
You met this girl at a party. You said everything was going cool, and then there was a moment where you went to switch rooms because where you were at was too loud, and then you opened the door to this room, and there was a bunch of people in there getting freaky. And that's the part that's got me kind of twisted up, Ryan. Like, I need more details on that specific moment.
No, you don't.
Because I'm just wondering, like, how many people, was everybody focusing on one person, or was there, like, I've drawn a picture. I've got a picture I just drew, and I want to make sure that it's correct. So if you could give me any more details, Ryan, I'd appreciate it.
He's
on that part of your
diagramming
date, please. Can you hook me up?
I'm not going into details. We're not going to go down that road. I already told you.
Okay.
Seriously,
Is
Jubal,
any
that's,
sounds you can remember? Sound. Maybe a sound you can remember?
that is what the internet is for you, dude.
I'm not going down that road.
Good. Don't.
Oh,
See?
all right.
Which makes it even more believable that you didn't on purpose bring the girl to that room.
I did not bring her to that room on purpose. I
don't care. I just want to know what was happening in there. All right, well, we'll continue on, I guess, and we'll call Paige, even though that's not the really important part of the story.
You're a weird dude, man.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say there was a weird dude in there?
No. Talking about you, unless you were there, sir.
Damn. All right. Well, I'm going to dial Paige's phone number and see if she'll give me the details, and then find out why she's not calling you back.
Dude, do not ask her about the details. That's going to make his situation worse.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Paige?
Yes. Who's this?
Hey, Paige, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Get out.
Hey, Paige.
I don't want to get out right now. I want to talk to you more.
I don't think she meant literally.
What are you doing?
Standing
That's a good
in
question.
front of a microphone talking to you on the phone right now? What are you doing?
I'm surprised that you guys are calling me. What's up?
Not much.
Paige, you sound so cool. I want to hang out with you already. You're just chill.
I am cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'd have fun.
You sound cool, and the dude that went on a date with you and wants to call you for a second date update thought you were cool too.
Oh, that's why you're calling me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know who would want to do a second date update with you?
Not really, no.
I think this one would be confusing because I wouldn't even consider your first hangout an actual date.
Okay.
His name is Ryan. You remember meeting a dude named Ryan at a party?
Oh.
He said that he met you at this party and he's been texting you to hang out, but you have not gotten back to him.
That's true.
Okay. Why is that true? Is there a particular reason that you don't like Ryan?
Don't like is a harsh way of saying it. I just didn't feel the need to talk to him again.
He has, I mean, we've kind of worked out a theory on why you're not calling him back.
Why do you think?
Because he led you to a room where there was a bunch of people doing stuff with each other.
Oh, my God. He told you that?
Yeah. How many people was it in there?
Oh,
Just curious.
It was, more than a few.
Oh, cool. All right.
Oh my God! What did you think when you opened that door and saw that?
I was surprised.
I would
Yeah,
assume so.
it's usually surprising when you open a door and something like that's going on. Pleasant surprise or a bad surprise? That's the question, I guess.
I was pleasant surprised.
Oh, what?
Huh?
You were into it?
Hold on.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of bold of him to do something like that. Kind of taking me to this room seemed like, oh my God, this guy is kind of on another level, kind of cool. I liked it, and so that was game.
You were down to hang out in that room.
Well, I was until first he kind of pulled me a little bit, and I kind of held, I stood kind of strong, trying to let him know it was cool. But then he kind of pulled me a little harder, and he shut the door, and I thought, what's that about?
Oh, my God.
Oh, so you were actually disappointed that you guys left the room.
Yeah, it was kind of exciting,
Whoa.
Okay, and why didn't you tell him that?
Well, I kind of wanted to see his reaction, too, but then he just seemed to turn into a big prude.
Oh.
Turned into a big prude.
This is not the direction we thought this was going to go.
No, Ryan
No.
actually thought that maybe you thought he took you to that room on purpose and it turned you off. But apparently it did the opposite.
Why would it turn me off?
Well, because you gave him.
know.
I mean, it's a shock. It's a lot when you literally have only said hi to someone, basically, and then you gave him a handshake at the end.
Yeah, because after he shut the door, and then we started having these long, drawn-out, boring conversations, I was like, he did it on accident, I guess, and he just seemed like he was going to be a bore.
Man, Ryan got totally mixed signals from you.
My mind is
I don't
blown.
think that it was. I think Ryan doesn't get it.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's definitely not going to get it, it sounds like. But Paige, Ryan is on the phone and wants to talk to you right now, unless he got scared and left. Ryan, you there?
Paige, I had no idea that you were into that kind of thing. That was totally on accident that I took you into that room.
Did you hear what we just said?
Yeah, I heard everything.
Oh, my God. You guys are crazy.
So wait, Ryan, what are you feeling?
I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I'm so confused.
Like sad that you missed an opportunity, intimidated?
I'm kind of confused, but I'm also like turned on a little bit, and I'm also I don't quite understand. Like, okay, I assure you, I'm not a prude, but I didn't want to like.
No, Ryan, you wanted to get out of that room pretty fast.
Yes, because I was worried about what you were going to think.
Well, you could have just asked me what I thought.
Oh.
Well, you got so quiet and a little awkward afterwards, so I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how you felt.
I was quiet because I was hoping that you were going to invite me, but you never did.
Wow, Paige.
I love Paige.
Paige, I was hoping to, like win you over kind of thing, but I didn't really exactly want to win you over with a bunch of other people in the same room. Like what I mean is I don't want a bunch of other people winning you over at the exact same time. I'm trying to win you over.
What is going on
I don't know, but I think Ryan, are you looking for the same thing Paige is looking for at this point?
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Really? You are?
I don't think you even know what Paige is looking for.
I don't either, but I want to go down that road.
Okay, you're ready to try it out. Well, then in that case, Paige, would you like to go out on a second date with Ryan and maybe many others? I don't know, but we will pay for you two to go out at least.
It was spontaneous, right? That moment was so brand new and spontaneous, and he didn't sink down at the time. Ryan, you just didn't pick up the signals, and I just, I don't think it would be right to go on a second date and not feel like you can be spontaneous.
Are you serious?
We can't go back and relive that moment, so...
Yes, we can. I'm all about living in the moment, Paige.
All right.
I know a bunch of parties where all of that's going on constantly.
Oh, my gosh.
You do?
Yes, my friends are freakadelic. They like do crazy
I don't know if I believe him.
Yeah, but now... I don't know. Now I'm going to go, and you're going to be expecting me to want to do something like that. Mm-hmm. And then what if I want to do something different?
Yes.
What are you going to do, Ryan?
Spontaneous.
She brings up a good point.
Paige, if you're asking me to watch, I can watch. I've done it before. I'm a pro.
I'm a pro. What do you think?
Paige, is any of this attractive to you?
I just think our time is over, Ryan, and you missed it.
Oh
my
God!
Boat has sailed.
Damn it!
All right, well, Ryan, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, and Paige, I'm sorry that Ryan didn't seize the moment, and I'm sure you'll find other opportunities, though, if you just keep your eyes open.
There's no way that this could be my life.
You know what, Ryan? Why don't you text me when you're at one of those parties, and if I see you around, I see you around. How about that?
Done.
All right. Well,
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
text in at 78592 that says, wow, I need a Paige. A lot of people are feeling that way. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Ryan wanted to call Paige. They went to a party together. That's where they met. Actually, they didn't go together, but they met there. And she wasn't calling back. He thought she wasn't calling back because there was an awkward moment where they walked in on some people having fun.
Yeah.
In a room.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know what I mean by having fun.
Yep.
And more than one person. More than two people. Lots of people.
Sorry for the conversation you just had to have with your kids in the car.
He thought she thought he planned that, was trying to get her to do it, and that's why she wasn't calling back. But in reality, she wasn't calling back because he didn't invite her into the room.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
And that he was super awkward about it afterwards. She's so chill.
She thought he was a prude.
Yeah, and she's like, you know what? If we run into each other at a party, it's going to be cool. But
But other than that, we can't go out again. Sorry.
I don't have that much coolness at all.
Well, maybe you can hang out with Paige and learn a thing or two, or three, or four,
Dude,
or
I
five.
think
Who knows?
she could teach me a lot.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Move at 92.5.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
If you get blown off on a date, don't call them yourself. Give us an email, and we'll call them and find out why they haven't gotten back to you. Caroline, how are you?
I'm good.
Now, you emailed us about a date that you went on with a guy named Evan. Tell us about it.
We had dinner, and it was really funny. I was laughing the whole time. We even went dancing. Like, it wasn't a short night.
Okay.
And then afterwards, we decided to go back to my place. And things were going kind of fast. Suddenly, he just got weirded out and left.
Do you know what he got weirded out about?
No, not really. We were just sort of, in the middle of messing around. It wasn't like...
You didn't do anything or make, like, I don't know, a tiger noise or something?
No, it wasn't like suddenly I pulled out handcuffs and then he left.
Were you guys drinking a lot during your date?
Yeah, but we weren't totally drunk. It was just sort of tipsy fun.
Describe what you mean by he got weird.
He just suddenly was like, what time is it? And then stood up and he's like, this is great, but I have to work early, and then just left.
It takes a long time to finally get a good date.
Mm-hmm.
And when they go that badly, it sucks.
Well, it didn't go badly until he left. It sounded like everything was going fine.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, we're going to call him right after this and get him on the phone and ask him why he hasn't gotten back to you, okay?
Okay.
Second date update.
I have never been fooling around with someone and had them just get up and get weird and leave.
Because you're so amazing.
I think that might be it. I think we've gotten to the bottom of it. This is a successful second date update, in my opinion, already.
No.
We got Carolyn on the phone. She emailed us about a guy that she went out with. His name is Evan. They had a great date, went back to her place, messed around. In the middle of them messing around, he got weird. She hasn't heard from him since. Carolyn, how do you feel about us calling him right now?
I don't know what he's going to say because obviously he didn't like something, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen to me before either, but I have left on other people.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done that before. All
Yeah,
right.
and it probably wasn't the best move, but usually it's just because things are moving too fast for me.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
I didn't really know. I just needed to stop the train.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, I've never been in that situation. As soon as something's going to
Right.
happen for me, I'm like,
Because
all
you're good
aboard.
with it.
Yeah. All right. Caroline,
Full speed ahead.
we're going to call Evan right now. And don't be too nervous, It's just you and like 800,000 listeners.
Oh, no.
Hello?
Hey, I was looking for Evan.
Yeah, this is Evan.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5.
Oh, hey. What's going on?
That's actually the appropriate response.
Yeah.
Don't tell me this is one of these second date deals.
Yes, it is. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat,
Man,
dude.
now I know exactly who you're going to call about.
You know?
I know exactly.
All right.
I know exactly.
Okay.
Too weird.
Evan, are you down to tell us why you didn't call her back? We're talking about a girl named Caroline. Is that the same girl that you were thinking?
Dude, Evan, what was so
laughing?
weird? Why are
He's
you laughing?
cracking up.
I can't wait.
First of all, we went out, as you know.
Yeah.
Ended up back at her place.
Yeah.
Things are getting hot and heavy. And I don't even know. I was like that, I'm so daddy's baby's hungry. The baby wants the toys.
Wait.
I mean, you started talking like some kind of like possessed baby doll with like a pull cord in the back, and it was like sexual and weird, and I'm sorry. That was just too much.
That wasn't being weird. That's just like talking like dirty in bed. What's wrong with that? It's...
Talking dirty, you sounded like you were like 10 months old. That was what bothered me.
You can't ever
Yeah.
mix baby talk and dirty talk,
Come
ever.
on, give her a
Yeah.
break. She's embarrassed right now.
Look, I was embarrassed for you when you started doing it. You know how awkward that is? And all of a sudden you're with like a preemie, making out?
Caroline, has any guy ever complained about this in the past?
No, nobody's ever said anything about that before. In fact, one of my old boyfriends said, like, that just turned him on so much, so I figured that, like...
So, Caroline, when you dirty talk in the bedroom, you do it in baby talk.
Dude, Kim Kardashian does it all the time.
Maybe not like...
It's not like the craziest thing in the world. It's not like I, like, started gurgling. It's just like...
What's the weirdest thing that she said? Like, what set it off for you?
Was just the sound of it. She's like, oh, baby likes that. Baby no like this. Oh, baby wants more. Baby wants more bottles. You know, I'm like, what?
Caroline, were you really referring to yourself as baby?
I did say, oh, baby likes this, and they said, about a bottle.
I don't know any guy that would find that attractive.
I just can't believe that he like, said that I'm, like, weird and embarrassing on the radio. It's awful. That kind of stuff that happens is not stuff you go and you, like, announce to everyone.
Well, Caroline, you emailed us to do the second date on him.
I didn't think it would be something so stupid as, like, putting on a voice. Like, who cares? Just a little moment in time.
If it were to happen to me, I would be kind of weirded out by it. But
you would say something to her, not to the rest of the world.
No, I probably wouldn't say anything, but I would have gone through with it. Evan, you're a bigger man than I am for leaving, because I would have still done it.
I thought I was being set up, like Chris Hansen was going to come out of the closet. I was going through it. I was like, I got to get out of here.
Well, we'll pay for you guys to go on a second date if you'd like to.
Absolutely not. No. I don't want to go out with him again.
Mm-hmm. Caroline?
Yeah.
You know I love you, right? I love woo. It's a little weird.
Carolyn, just channel your sexiness inside in a different way next time.
Yeah. Here, Caroline, I'll give you some advice, okay? On the first date with someone, if that's going to happen, just wait until after he burps you after dinner, and then you know if it's right timing.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.